Dennis Dawson, why you gotta speak? Why you gotta speak? Dennis Dawson.
Let me ask you a question. Why did you join Toastmasters? Now, I don't mean, why do people join Toastmasters? Or, what are 10 good reasons to be a Toastmaster? No. I'm asking you, why did you join Toastmasters? Did you want to become a more confident speaker? Well, in that case, you should be doing a lesson from Pathways once a month. Did you join because you wanted to be a more developed leader? Well, you should choose a path that it teaches leadership skills, and you should do a lesson once per month. But maybe you joined Toastmasters because you want to improve your impromptu speaking skills. Well, for that, you should be doing a Pathways project once per month. You see, Toastmasters is an educational organization, and the educational program is built around Pathways. And the way it works, you give regularly developed speeches such that you stand in front of your very receptive audience who will give you supportive feedback as you're speaking, and then you get an excellent evaluation, which is going to help you grow. If you're not regularly speaking and receiving those evaluations, you're not getting the full value from your Toastmasters experience. But you ask, Dennis, Dawson, do I really have to speak once a month? Well, let's think about that. Let's say you don't speak every month. Maybe you wait 2 months for your chance, and other people you wait 3 months for it to happen. At that point, practically everyone else in the club has spoken, and it starts to weigh on you. And the longer you wait, the greater the weight becomes. And suddenly this speech, which we all know is a tiny thing, a speech is single-spaced on a single sheet of paper with 1-inch margins, 625 words. It's not a big deal unless you let it become a big deal. And you wait, and you wait. Some people become so overwhelmed by the waiting that they never actually do their icebreaker, and they leave Toastmasters before they begin. Now, on the other hand, what does it feel like when you give a speech? You can finally relax, and you feel inspired by the feedback you get, and you feel a sense of accomplishment. So why don't we cut out all that mess in the middle and go directly to the good feelings? And that's what happens if you speak on a regular cadence like this. Now, if you speak once a month, you'll complete a path in a year. That's a pretty comfortable pace. You can go faster if you'd like, but there's no reason that you would have to. Understand this is coming from somebody who is a double DTM. I have 8 Competent Communicator Awards under my belt. I am a district champion in the humorous speech contest, in the tall tales contest, in the evaluation contest. I've completed 3 paths and I've started my 4th. So if I'm such awesome sauce, why am I still in Toastmasters? To continually build my public speaking and leadership skills. And the only way I can do that is if I continue to participate in the Pathways program. Now, you're probably asking yourself, Dennis, Dawson, how is it that you get all these speaking opportunities? A club meets once a week. If they have 2 speeches per week, that's only 8 speeches a month. How do you get one of those 8 speaking slots for yourself? Well, let me tell you, if your club is filling your speaking slots every week, that is fantastic. That's a problem I wish every club had. But if you find that people forget that they're going to speak, or they show up and they don't have one ready for you, this is why every time I complete a speech, I immediately write the next speech. And instead of waiting till the last minute and dashing it out the night before, I wait until the last minute and dash it out a week ahead of time. And that gives me an entire week to improve upon it, to rehearse on it, and be ready when that speaking opportunity arises. But let's say you still can't get a slot in your club. Well, did you know that there are over 15,000 clubs all over the world? Virtually every one of them is meeting online today. You can find a club with a schedule that meets yours, and if they have an open speaking slot, they would be happy to have you come and speak. And if that doesn't work, talk to your Vice President of Education. You can have a speakathon where you have a whole bunch of speakers show up, they each give a speech, they each get an evaluation, and you can move through the Pathways program that way. Or you can talk to your VPE and suggest, hey, we've been doing 2 speeches a week, it's not enough. Let's do 3 speeches per week. If you've got 3 speeches, go 4! 4 speeches a week, and move people through the Pathways program. So I encourage you, keep in mind why you joined Toastmasters. Remember that every time you prepare for a Pathways project. Speak on a monthly basis, and you will be amazed at how quickly you achieve your Toastmasters goals. Back to you, Steve.